One of the great things about having an XDECK is if you get two XDECKs, you can connect them together with one of our extension decks. We have two sizes available. We have an 8-foot and 10-foot. What's great about this is you can have two models. It helps if they're the same size, but it doesn't matter. You can just drop them down. Kind of helps for them about to be at the same height. You can walk up, and now when you're up here, you got 20 foot of walkway that you can walk across, and you can get a whole bunch of guys up here, because up here each XDECK can hold 2,000 pounds, but you can't put 4,000 pounds up here because this extension deck can only hold 2,000 pounds. But what's great about it, this 8-foot extension deck right now only weighs 29 pounds. And I can feel comfortable up here. You can walk to the end. And the great thing is you don't even have to just do a straight line, because on top of your deck there are 8 different locations where you can drop a connecting board into. So you can do a straight line, you can do an L shape, you can do a U shape, basically any configuration you can think of. If you want a crescent shape, say you're working on a boat and you want a crescent shape around the bow of a boat, you could easily do that. Or say you have a conveyor belt system and you don't want to build permanent scaffolding over top of this runway. What you can do is put one XDECK on either side with that plank going right over top. And the great thing is you're not setting up permanent scaffolding. This you can set up easily, quickly. It's not expensive, and it's adjustable. So if you want to get to an area in one area, you need to move around to another area, or if your conveyor belt system, you need it out of the way, you could just fold it flat, put them flat against a wall. How this drops into there is you'll notice it has like standard scaffolding. Let me show you. You drop it in, goes in the hole, pins in and locks it in place. You can hand tighten it and it pulls it down, or if you used a little hammer and tapped it in place, it would pull this about flush with the deck of your XDECK. Now to join it to the deck, there are 8 different spots on your deck you can join it to it. So on the end right here in the center, I'm going to drop the pin in, and then once I'm in there, I'm going to turn it and lock it in place. Now you'll notice in this configuration we turn it into an L shape. So we turn this XDECK in, and so now you have an L. But if we do the same thing to the other side, now we have a U shape. So say you want to work on a school bus and want to change the windshield. You could pop it up on the wheels, scoot it out of place, put your bus in, roll it back in, drop it down on the wheels, and now you have an L shape that you can put around a bus, school bus, or something along those lines. Now when you're working, your XDECK plank comes with one handrail, but you can also get a second handrail, so when you're up there, if you want to have a handrail on both sides, you can be fully protected.